Hello.
Drew Baldridge, JJ Hayes, how are you?
Good. How are you, brother?
Really good, really good. You're a busy dude, man.
Man, I'm so busy. It's hard to keep up with everything.
Right. First of all, how's family? How's the little one, the wife, everyone?
Family's good. I actually gave my wife a little break when I just played in Charlotte last night and came in today. I have one day off. And so she's out getting her nails done, and I'm sitting here with the little dude right now. So you might hear him talking a little bit in the background.
That's okay. That's what it's all about, right? How was Charlotte last night?
It was great, man. Yeah, it was a great show. It was me and George Burge and Haley Witters
Okay.
and Tiger Lily Gold. We had a good little night. We played some good country music, and I'm off to Texas tomorrow, and then off to Louisville, Kentucky, and man, and then next week I think we play Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Man, get this, you get in the top 20, you just go crazy.
Yeah, what a blessing, and honestly, I'm so excited for you. We talked months ago, and we were kind of on the verge of this song, She's Somebody's Daughter, starting to pick up steam again. And I think people who hear it for the first time think it's a new song. But I mean, you and I know, and people who've really been following you for 10 plus years, they know it's a bit of an older song.
Yeah, man. So I put this song out first in 2019, and I wrote it after meeting my wife's dad for the first time. And I never, it did nothing when I put it out in 2019. Then we got married in 21, and I made a wedding version for my wife. Mm-hmm. And she actually danced to it with her dad on our wedding night. And I posted a TikTok of it the next week, and it just went haywire, man. It ended up getting 10 million views on our first video. And since then, it's, became a TikTok moment and had, 400 million plays on there. But I always just believed in this song that it could be a radio hit, and I couldn't get anybody in Nashville to get on board with that. And so middle of last year, and I think we talked probably last year, mm-hmm. right when I sent this song to radio, and I had to create my own label and hired my own promo staff and, didn't take no for an answer. Said, I believe in this song and this message. I want to get it out to the whole country on radio, country radio. It's always been my dream to be on radio. So that's what we did. And, here we are, top 20, man, and I just can't believe it. It's such a blessing. And I still wake up and almost pinch myself every day of thinking like, wow, I can't believe this is happening because, for everybody out there, it's really hard to get on country radio. It's not easy. It's not just like, oh, they're just going to play it because it's a good song.
Right.
A lot of, hoops that you got to jump through to figure out, okay, how do I get this to people pay attention to my song because there's so much noise out there.
Yeah.
And so to just think we're sitting here, numbers, we're going to be number 17 or 18 this week on the chart. I'm very, very blessed and even harder doing it by yourself. And so, we're hoping that we can get this number one. That would be real crazy if we could do that.
Dude, I believe that to be true. I really, really do. And you are a perfect example of, God helps those who helps themselves. And you have taken this and you like exactly what you said. You're like, okay, if no one's going to kind of, give me a little boost here, I gotta do it myself. And so far we're heading toward that top 10 and let's focus on number one.
Yeah, man, that would be really exciting. I was talking to a guy that runs the chart, knows the chart front to back
sure.
for years and years. And I said, man, we were just talking about it. He said, Drew, I just want to let you know, he said, if you do this, if you go number one, you'll be the first artist in the history of country music to self-fund, fully independent, their first number one song.
Yep.
And that just blew my mind. I just couldn't believe that. And we have a chance to make history, and I think what excites me a lot about it too is it shows a lot of hope for other artists out there that have lost record deals or maybe labels giving up on them or they have a hit song and they want to go do this. I think it gives them a lot of hope too. I've been talking to a lot of buddies and they're calling me, how are you doing this? I'm just showing them, telling them and believe in yourself, go bet on yourself.
Yeah.
And that goes for any job, not just music, go. If you believe in yourself, go chase it. Go figure it out. If you lose some, and then you can learn from it.
Yeah, if you can inspire and advocate for yourself and others and be an example, you'd be amazed at what that does to lift other people who might be in a spot where they're like, God, maybe this music thing isn't for me. But you could be touching the life of someone out there right now and you don't even know their story, and they might meet you 10 years down the road and be like, you know what, dude, it was your song, She's Somebody's Daughter, who really told me not to give up and keep on trying.
Yeah, that's really awesome to think about. Just in general too, just the stories that I hear every day, playing shows and how much, the song She's Somebody's Daughter has meant to so many people out there. And now, it was big in streaming and social media, but now it's reaching this whole new audience at radio. And, people are coming up, I'm dancing with my dad in a couple months to your song and on our wedding night, or I've had people come up like, I danced with my dad a couple months ago and now he's no longer here. And this is how I cope with missing him. And, oh man, the stories are just absolutely wild and crazy. I had somebody tell me yesterday, they were sitting in somebody sent me this message. They're like, me and my husband, we were out having dinner and I couldn't help but overhear that there was this girl behind me and she was out to eat with her mom. It was just her and her mom.
Mm-hmm.
Her mom had dementia. Her mom asked her what her wedding ring was. Why is this wedding ring on my finger? And she said, she heard her daughter explain to her while she was married to her husband and what her kids meant. And she goes, so I went up and paid for her meal.
Mm.
And she goes, I paid for her meal. And as soon as I did, over the loudspeaker, She's Somebody's Daughter started playing.
Chills. Lord.
And she goes, I just walked out and it made me think I did the right thing, but also for how much that song means so many other people out there knowing that somebody's daughter is going through that. And I read that and I started crying. I was just like, oh my goodness, God works in mysterious ways. And I really just think God is orchestrating this and letting people hear it that need to hear it, and that's what I always dreamed of when I was 16, writing songs in my room. I used to pray, just let me write songs that mean something that people need in their lives. And now we're getting to do that.
Yep. Amen to that. And how can you not read the comment sections on social media to this song and other songs and not cry? I mean, some of the stories people are sharing are, God, just.
Oh, they're amazing.
Yep.
And, I'm just so blessed and so glad that, we did send this song and we did not give up. And now it's reaching more people than we ever dreamed of. And, there is a little stress now of what's next. Everybody's asking me, what's the next single? And I'm like, well, I'm in the studio and I'm recording and, we're working on new music, but the main goal right now is to get this up to number one and keep it climbing.
Yep. Now I'm going to talk about a couple of those singles as far as like the what's next or what might be next. Because first of all, you're killing me with, can she have this dance? I call my mom every day, and my mom and I had about 3 years where we weren't talking. We were mad at each other, and we've since obviously reconciled. I call her every day, and that song I started listening to. I'm like, oh, you are killing me, Drew. I mean, just good God, it's such a good.
Oh man!
And it's the answer. It's the bookend to She's Somebody's Daughter. Like when you want to have that mom son dance at the wedding, this is the song you got to play.
Yeah, and that's been what really wild too is how big of a message that song has been, and people are saying the same thing. Is like we've never had a song for our son. I'm a mom, and we've never had a song for moms and sons, and that's actually when me and my wife got married. She wanted me to write all the special dance songs, and I thought, man, I don't know, and I wrote this song for my mom, and it's been wild I was never going to put it out, and then we have our own little boy, and I was like, oh man, this means a lot. This song means a lot to me now, knowing that my wife is going to dance with my little boy one day. Go ahead.
I was going to say, well, if you think about it, if you're going down all the special dances for a wedding, if you wanted to put burnt toast on the garter dance, because honestly, burnt toast, I listened to that killed me, but I want to know who's the better cook, you or your wife?
Oh man, that's why I wrote that song, because she likes her toast burnt, her pizza burnt, and
Marshall Tucker T-shirt and all that.
Yeah, man, it's so funny. That's a song I don't talk about. I haven't talked about in a long, long time. But that song is really funny and also really special. Sure. People are like, you wrote a song called Burnt Toast?
Yeah.
Like, go check it out. It's pretty interesting. But that's funny because, my wife couldn't cook when we got together and we laughed about it. We ordered out all the time.
Okay.
Now she's gotten so much of a better cook and even if she isn't, it's whatever. But it's just funny. It's a fun little song.
Sure.
If people get a chance to listen to it, they should check it out.
If she likes her hot dogs burnt and her marshmallows burnt, she's a keeper.
She likes I don't know what it is. She likes the burnt, so I'm sure she does, like all of them burnt.
You mentioned TikTok earlier. Shout out to Lathan Warlick, that dude who he tagged you on it. He stitched you did the duet with She's Somebody's Daughter, and he inserted his rap lyrics.
Yeah.
That was special.
It was. And, we actually put that version out. It's called She's Somebody's Daughter Remix. It's available now. Everybody can go get it. But, yeah, man, he sent me a message and said, hey, man, I'm about to throw a rap on this. And I was like, oh, gosh, what is this going to be?
Sure.
And so when I listened back to it, I was blown away.
Yep.
The message that he used in his rap. And that's what I love about him. All of his raps have great messages to them. And, if you guys got 3 minutes today, go check out the She's Somebody's Daughter remix.
Yep.
And just know that that message that Lathan said is so powerful. It talks about, you're not in this alone. Don't give up. God's got you.
Mm-hmm.
You're somebody's daughter. And
Mm-hmm.
and that was, when I wrote this song, I didn't even think about that. I've had people message me. It's like, my mom and dad are gone, but I'm still somebody's daughter. I'm
Mm-hmm.
God's daughter.
Yes.
And I'm like, wow, that's really powerful. And he talks about that in that rap. And, we've actually had the chance to perform it at a couple places now, which is a lot of fun. And, we made a music video. You can go check that out too. She's Somebody's Daughter remix. He's a really special artist.
Yeah, 100%. You're going to be in Springfield. I should mention this. If people want to take a road trip, I might even jump in the car and come see you. Springfield, Missouri on the 14th. Then you go into Omaha on the 15th of June for a couple of shows. Yeah. And definitely don't want to miss out on that. If you want to take a road trip, that's going to be extra special. Listen, Drew, I could talk to you all day, but I'm going to ask you a couple of kind of get to know you questions here before I let you go, because I know you're watching your son and I want to let you get some rest, because your touring schedule has certainly blown up since the success of this song. But what's on your playlist right now? Like, what's your number one song on your playlist right now that you're listening to when you're in the truck?
Oh my goodness, man! Right now it's really crazy because we're in recording mode, and so I'll be honest. I get in the truck and I'm getting people sending me songs every day now.
Okay.
And so we're listening to a lot of friends are sending me songs. I'm listening to old songs that I've written, trying to figure out what I'm going to record next. And so it's just been a lot of time of riding around wherever I'm on a plane, wherever, just listening to songs that nobody's ever heard
of. Sure.
Just a lot of, okay, will this be a hit? Will that be a hit? And just listening to a lot of new music by my writer friends, but also songs that I've been writing, and just finding out, what I'm going to record next. So that's been the last 3 or 4 weeks of just solid listening to that.
No, I'm not looking to tell you your business, but I do too. I think should be your next single, but that's just me.
Dude, I do love that
okay,
song.
all right.
I love it.
Yep. One thing you're not good at. I mean, obviously the singing, the songwriting, the musicianship, that's your thing. What's one thing you're not good at?
Man, I suck at bowling. I'm absolutely terrible at bowling.
You and me both.
When people want to go bowling, I'm just like, okay, I'll go, but man, I'm not going to break 100. I'm just going to tell you.
All right. So, see, you and I can go bowling together, and we won't feel bad because we'll both be not good.
Yeah, there we go. I love it.
All right. What are you into right now, other than your family and your job? What's the one thing you're into, like a hobby or something?
Man, I right now it's hard to do anything, and when I'm off, it is spending time with my little boy that you can hear in the background.
Yeah.
He's mad because there's a commercial on the TV and he wants to watch the show.
I get that.
But if I'm off, I'm spending with family. Family's my hobby right now.
Got it.
And if I'm on the road, I golf.
Okay.
To get out away from the stage for a while. If I can get a couple of hours, even just to go play 9. I don't golf when I'm at home because I got this little guy that's screaming right here that doesn't get me much.
He's ready. He's like, where's my show? Get these commercials off there.
Where's my show? And he's got his little guitar in his hand. He's got a little guitar, too, that he plays. So we play guitar together. And he's pulling out both of them right now, looking at me like, come on, Dad, let's play guitar. He's walking at me.
All right. Tell him one more, and then I'm going to let you go.
I love it.
Well, what's your hidden talent? You got a hidden talent?
Man, I can juggle a little bit.
Okay, all right.
I guess you'd call me a clown, Yeah, that's funny. I mean, I don't have a ton of hidden talents, but I guess that's one. Nobody knows about.
All right. Well, listen, Drew Baldridge. She's Somebody's Daughter. Climbing the charts. Let's go number one with this. I believe it's going to happen. You believe it's going to happen. You've always believed in this song, so I'm right there with you. And
well, thanks, man. That really means a lot. And yeah, I've always believed in this song, and there's been a lot of people out there around the country that have believed in this song and supported me. And I'm just, I'm thankful, very thankful for people like you, man, that gives me a spot to talk about my music and also respect my music. And man, it really means a lot to me.
All right. Well, listen, enjoy the rest of your day with your little one. Go play guitar with him and continued success. We'll chat again soon. Okay.
Thanks, brother. Appreciate you, man.